In today's update, we are covering Israeli operations in Rafah, Hezbollah conflict risk, Houthi attacks in the Red Sea, US-UK airstrikes in Yemen, the Iranian presidential election, US sanctions on Houthi allies, and Gaza Strip operations. The Israeli Defense Forces reported on June 17th that they have dismantled approximately half of Hamas's forces in Rafah. The IDF 162nd Division advanced into Rafah on May 7th, gaining control over 60 to 70% of the governorate, including the Egypt-Gaza Strip border. The IDF has almost completely dismantled 2 of the 4 battalions in Hamas's Rafah brigade, degrading their capabilities significantly. 22 soldiers from the 162nd Division have died in this operation. The IDF plans to continue its targeted raids to further weaken Hamas's presence. An IDF drone strike on June 17th killed senior Hezbollah fighter Mohammed Ayoub in Salah, southern Lebanon. Ayoub was the head of the rocket and missile department in Hezbollah's Nasr unit, which plans rocket attacks against Israel. This strike is part of Israel's efforts to prevent a wider conflict with Hezbollah, which has been launching increased attacks from southern Lebanon. IDF spokesperson Daniel Hagari emphasized the heightened risk of escalation and Israel's commitment to defending its territory. The situation remains tense as both sides prepare for potential further conflict. Between June 9th and June 13th, the Houthis conducted 4 attacks on commercial vessels, causing significant physical damage. These attacks highlight an increase in the effectiveness of Houthi naval operations. The Houthis launched a one-way attack naval surface drone targeting the Liberian-flagged, Greek-owned ship Tudor on June 12th, killing 1 crew member. On June 13th, the Houthis struck the Palawan-flagged, Ukrainian-owned ship Verbena with ballistic missiles, causing the crew to abandon the vessel. The growing capabilities of Houthi naval attacks in the Red Sea pose a significant threat to maritime security. Houthi media reported on June 17th that the United States and the United Kingdom conducted 6 airstrikes targeting Hudaydah International Airport and 3 airstrikes on Kamaran Island, west of Hudaydah. These strikes are part of ongoing efforts to counter Houthi attacks in the region. The Houthis have claimed responsibility for several attacks on commercial vessels in the Red Sea, escalating tensions. The US and UK airstrikes aim to neutralize Houthi threats and ensure the safety of international shipping lanes and regional stability amid the ongoing conflict. Iranian reformist presidential candidate Masoud Pezeshkian is struggling to gain support among Iranian youth, a crucial voter demographic. His campaign promotes increased international engagement and looser social restrictions. Yet, his subordination to Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei has led to criticism from university students. A group from Sharif University called his campaign a colorful deception, reflecting the disillusionment among Iranian youth. This demographic represents around 20% of the population and has historically supported reformist agendas. The dissatisfaction among young voters could impact the upcoming election, potentially altering the political landscape in Iran. On June 17th, the US Treasury Department sanctioned individuals and entities from China and Oman for facilitating Houthi weapons procurement and funding networks. These sanctions target the Houthis' ability to acquire advanced weapons manufacturing materials and conduct attacks against the US and its allies. Among the sanctioned entities are PRC-based companies and individuals linked to IRGC-backed Houthi financier Saeed al-Jamal. The sanctions aim to disrupt the flow of weapons and financial support to the Houthis, thereby weakening their operational capabilities in Yemen and the broader region. The IDF continued its operations in the Gaza Strip, targeting Hamas's military infrastructure. On June 17th, the IDF 99th Division operated along the Netzarim corridor south of Gaza City, destroying militia infrastructure and engaging Palestinian fighters. In Rafah, the IDF 162nd Division targeted weapons storage facilities and executed controlled detonations of explosives. Israeli forces established operational control over the NPK neighborhood in central Rafah, declaring it a Hamas stronghold. The ongoing operations aim to erode Hamas's capabilities and restore security in the region, with significant military engagement reported.